In today's video, I want to do I guess you could say a review and demo of some items I recently purchased from Anna Griffin. And I did purchase them off of HSN. So first up, we have the masculine Dresden die cuts. And here is what the idea sheet came with. So I'm going to go ahead and open these up. We have some deer antlers. They are just gorgeous. And then we have the lions, and I wish there were more than 4 in the kit because the lions are exactly what I wanted. So you do get a fair amount of all of the others, which are the fish, and I can definitely use the fish. And then we have the moose. Now, I don't specifically know anyone that I can use this for, but they would still be really nice masculine cards, and you could even put them on Christmas cards as well. But I am so hurt because I didn't realize there were only 4 of the lions. So I'm going to have to look around and see where I can find something similar. The next item I have is the Anna Griffin Handsome Spinner Card Making Kit. If you all can see that. And this kit is what I want to use with the Dresdens to make some cards. So you open it up. Nice tissue box. And first up you have your idea sheet, which I absolutely love. I really appreciate when those are included. So here we have some die cut pieces, and I like these a lot. You actually have 2 bags of die cuts. The little mustaches are adorable, so I can definitely use them for my husband. And I'll try to open some of this up and give you more of an idea. You get your little pop dot foam tape, love that. And then you have your string, which is necessary to make the spinner portion. So if you don't have these items, obviously you can just watch the tutorial portion and see how you can do it with your own twine and different strings that you have in your collection. And then we have some, I believe these are like die cut stickers that have sentiments and pictures on them. I love these. We have our frames, which are going to go around the opening of the cards like you see here. So here are some of the frames. They're red and blue, some gold and white with gold icing. And then here are our cards, and I really am excited about this. This is actually cards and envelopes, I believe. Or is it just cards? Nope, I think this whole stack is actually just cards. So that is awesome. Okay. And then we have our sentiments. So brother, world class, just because, a note to say, hooray, happy anniversary, hello friend, one of a kind, congratulations, my favorite guy, you did it. So I could use these for my husband, my father-in-law, my father, my brother. I like this. So plenty of reasons for me to have had this kit. And then we have our envelopes right here. These are the envelopes. And then we also have, which I think, I don't know, I don't remember these being in here, but you get some sentiments. So this is going to be super quick and easy to put some cards together. So you already have your sentiment on the inside. You're my favorite guy in the world. I love this. So let me go through and kind of plan out how I want to do my card, and we'll be back to do a tutorial. I've already started deciding on some of my pieces. Here is the Lion Dresden that I'll be using. I have my little card cut out. the little circle cutout rather. And then here is the frame, the card frame that I want to use. And I love that they have handmade by on the back of all of their cards. Now obviously, again, you can do this yourself. And then my inside sentiment is going to be, here's to a world-class guy. This is the idea I'm having for this particular card. So it ties in the blues and the reds and then a little bit of the gold foil. Okay. And now, so you could do a couple things. You can start with the front once you figured out how you want your pieces, or you can start with the spinner and then work your way around. I think I'm going to work from the inside first and then decorate lastly, but I don't know. A lot of the times when I craft, I do tend to jump around, to be perfectly honest. When you open it up, you'll see it says place string along this line, and it will be in the right direction. So mine was actually upside down. And I'm going to remove this off. Okay. And this is going to be step 1, which is to align and adhere our pre-cut string on the card. So it makes it very easy for you. Just line it here and here, and then obviously if anything sticks out, you can just cut it with your scissors. Then you just take your card and you actually fold it over. Okay. And if you want, you can use something to make sure that adhesive is burnished down. Okay. And then from here, you're going to take your little double-sided cards. Now these have glue, they are with an adhesive backing. Sorry, I'm losing my items. These do have an adhesive on the back, but you really need to like work the edges. So I just had to take my tweezers and really just kept going around until I can get a piece going, because I'm like, it says adhesive, but it wasn't, but there's most certainly adhesive on here. So I'm going to go ahead and take the backing off of mine. And for the front card, I'm going to take this sticker, which is a part of the kit, and I'm going to put that on the front, but we'll do that last. Right now, I just want to get the adhesive off of these. Okay. And what I'm going to do is do this. Now, I do want this one to be on the inside. So this one will say have a very, very, and then when we flip it over, this one is going to say happy Father's Day. So either way, oh, I forgot to take the backing off of this one. So either way, you're going to see Happy Father's Day on here. Here we go. I like that. Again, make sure you burnish it so that it's down. You don't want your little sentiments coming apart on you. Okay. So now that that's on there, we can go ahead and just put our Happy Father's Day sticker on there, just so we don't forget and we have it. So I need to take the backing off of this. So here is the progress with our card so far. Now that we have our sentiments on, you do need to add your inside sentiment, which is this sheet here, and I showed that to you. And you're going to need to adhere this to basically 2 sides of the card. So I'm going to use double-sided adhesive in order to do just that. So now that our adhesive has been applied, You just want to take your card and make sure that this is lined up correctly before pressing it down, and that your sentiment is faced the right way. Oh, well, that's down for good at this point. I'm not even about to try and pull that up. So I'm going to burnish that. I would have liked for it to have gone over just a little bit more because I can see where there's some adhesive. Now that the inside of the card is pretty much taken care of, so you have your sentiment and then you have your front. Your front is ready to decorate, and this will be a great card as is. But one of two things. Basically, I want to cover up this white part. I don't know, I want something additional there, which is to add a embossed piece behind it, so now it really gives the card some oomph. But what you can't do is just glue it together like this, because then, you know, your card's not going to do what it's intended to do, which is to spin. So what I decided to do is to just mat a piece of blue that matches the rest of the card, and then put this here so that when they open it up, it still has like a nice look to it. And then this part still spins, we still have the background, and then this part right here has your sentiment. Now, all of this is going to be mounted together, and it's also going to give it a little bit of stability right here, so that if you want to write, you're actually not having to worry about this piece being in your way. Because typically when I gift cards, I write on this side of the card, and then I might put my signature here, or just don't touch this page at all, just put my date. It really just depends on how you want to do it. But I realized if I wanted to write on this card, then we're going to have this, see that? It's going to show through. So that's my reasoning for the next couple of steps. Okay, so this is how you can really personalize and amp up your card. I added my double-sided tape, and I just stuck it on the back of this piece here. I'm going to rip this off and mount it down. Okay. Alright, and again, make sure that your card is even when you go doing this. It's the only thing about using double-sided tape. You really have to make sure you pay attention, because once it's down, we are committed. Okay, so that piece is there, and then on the back of my embossed piece, we have our double-sided tape as well. So I'm going to take these off and mount them. Let me look at it. Okay. So we're good. Oh man, that looks beautiful. So your card looks like this when you open it up. And you have more than enough space to write. And we can start gluing our embellishments down. Let me tell y'all, I had my adhesive ready to go, but look at this. Anna really gets brownie points, because all of these little embellishments, this piece as well as these pieces, all of the little ephemera pieces has adhesive on it already. So all you have to do is just peel it off and lay it down. I really feel like a portion of my card is going to be crooked, because I am trying to do this without being all up on it like I normally would be. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, and now I'm going to take my little pieces here and put them at the top, which means you don't have to worry about your fine tip glues. So you know how we're going to do this? Because these both have an adhesive to them, I'm going to take this and layer it the way I want it to be first before applying it to the card. I want it to bring some more blue in, so that's why I decided to put these two pieces together like this. And like I said, it might not make sense to anyone else, but it's whatever you want it to be. I try really hard not to overthink my cards, and some days I do. I'm just a perfectionist, so I'll look at it and I'm like, oh, that just doesn't make sense. I don't know. And then the recipient will say, oh my goodness, this is beautiful. So that's what I did there with those two pieces. Now, I don't mind my ephemera piece hanging off of the card this way. I just don't want it to block this piece from spinning, and I don't want to make any additional texture down here because I want the card to be able to sit up and open. So what I'm going to do is angle this like this, okay, and then put this other little piece here on top, and then just to make sure I like it, I can take my little lion and see how he's going to look. And I don't have to use it. This Dresden piece does not come with the kit, but I wanted to use them together. So now that I like this, I am going to take some double-sided tape and glue these two together. What I did was just used my glue to glue the pieces together, and then I added some foam tape to this, so I can now just go ahead and add my little embellishments to the card. And then I'm going to put my little Dresden piece, and I just have my 3D glue I added to the bottom of the paws, the tail, and then the face, and probably I think it's a little bit on the mane. And that's what I'm going to use to adhere this down. And it's a clear 3D glue, so hopefully I won't have any issues. I guess if you wanted to, you could put like a little pop dot in the body part. It's really up to you on how you want to do it, but I feel like this will be secure enough. There's so much more you could definitely do to this to personalize it if you wanted to, and you didn't care to have the spinning aspect, but you do like what the design looks like. You could just take the one sticker portion and just do the inside of the card like this, and then instead of adding this back piece here, you could just simply put your sticker down and then glue it, and then that way it'll just stick to the backing, so you'll still have some more dimension and layer to your card, and it'll just look like this. And instead of spinning, you can just glue it so that it opens like this. I mean, there's just so many different ways that you can personalize this card, and I love the different pieces that comes with the kit, and I love the little Dresden pieces that I picked up that she recently released. So I hope that this gave you a very detailed look into the kit and showed you a way on how to use it. I hope you all enjoyed my review and demo of this Anna Griffin Handsome Spinner Card die set, as well as the Dresdens. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a gorgeous day, Smooches. Mwah. Bye.